Wonderful people, thank you, and Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's. Hey, are we in a celebrating mood today? Are we in a celebrating mood today? Yes, yes, yes. Are we ready for the New Year's? Why not? Hey, it's going to come anyway until he said, that's it, no more, boom, 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 time to go. Uh, but anyway, guess what? We just wasn't be ready because we had a whole year. And then, if you really notice, this year went by so fast to some people. Some people like said, "Oh well, it was slow. I don't know what to do with it." But see what I'm talking about now today. It's like, did you notice things that are happening that could really ruin you, wreck you, do a whole lot of bad things and things? But then there are many mistakes made this year, things that you wouldn't looking forward to that really, how you say, really put you in that place. But then so many things that went by that we made goals, set goals, made plans and provisions and stuff like that. Uh, it went out of a way to calculate this and and go back this way and that way and everything, but it didn't work. A lot of times it didn't work and everything. So we learned. We learn from lessons. We learn from mistakes. And some of the things that we learned is like things were coming at us so fast and so furious. You know what I mean? And this is one of the reasons why we say, let's talk about these things. Let's talk about them. Let's discuss things. What did he do? What happened in your life that you could say like, wow, I did this and I did that. But then again, I didn't do certain things because I'm in a transitional situation. I couldn't do it this way and couldn't do that way because things hindered me. A lot of hindrance came up. I see this year. A lot of uh, violence, a lot of mayhem, a lot of confusion, a lot of things that was in the atmosphere. And we say like, what was going on? It seemed like people walking around in zombies and everything. I don't see happiness and joy like we used to. You know what I mean? The whole summer went by. It's like, where's the summer? What happened? What went down? What went wrong? But anyway, and we keep looking around. It's like, well, what summer? I was talking to someone today about how so short the summer was. You know what I mean? It was like we looked around. Okay, St. Patrick's Day. February. Ooh, all right. You know what I mean? Right after Valentine's Day and all that good stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? So then it's like, okay, Mother's Day. All right. The next thing you know, a couple of holidays came by and bam, it's over. 4th of July is like, for what was you getting ready for 4th of July? 4th of July was last month. Where have you been? Here it is near August, and you up there talking about getting ready for 4th of July. But anyway, wonderful people, that's how we do things. Because see, think about it. Things are happening so fast. Things are happening with so much confusion and chaos and conditioning involved. It's like, okay, what are we gonna do? What can we do? Do we learn from our mistakes? Do we learn from the trials and tribulations? Do we learn from yesterday's messages? It's just like going to school. You know what I mean? So you go to school, and next thing you know, you go to study, and the teacher give you all this homework and everything, and then all of a sudden, it's time for an exam. And this is what I do believe this was happening to us. We would throw some exams that we wasn't ready for. Like that means you got to pay attention. You better pay attention. And this is something tough to help me to put me in that position of say, pay more attention to what you're doing, pay more attention to what's going on in your life today. So you know how sometimes you just sit around and next thing you know it's the end of the day. I have I'm telling you, it's almost sad to say these things that I have set out at 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning, right? Oh, getting ready to get up and be bounced up and everything. About 3:30, 4 o'clock, there's some programs that came on. Next thing I know, it's 8:30, 9 o'clock. Okay, you know what I mean? And before you know it, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't accomplished anything that's worthwhile. It seemed like block is here, the block is there, the short here, the slow there, and what happened? What went down? What's going on? Where am I? You know what I mean? It's like, but I'm here already. I'm here all along. But I don't accomplish. I didn't see any accomplishments. And this is why so many times we have to pay attention, write things down, put it down, note this and note that and everything, and keep going, keep moving. Because if you stop, you completely gone. I'm telling you, stop. You're out of here. So we can't stop. Can't afford to stop. Can't give up. Okay. So this is where we want to come today, just to talk a little bit about things that happen. That to say, okay, it happened. It's past. In 2 minute time, we say, oh well, everything's all right. Everything wasn't all right. So it happened. So are we going to keep closing up, closing down, shutting down about and covering over, sugarcoating things that happen instead of paying attention to it, paying note to it, and then position ourselves for a future. Position ourselves for the future because we do not know the day, not the hour. Are we not prepared for the future because we don't know what's going around the corner and what's coming around the corner. But if you're not prepared, and this is another thing too, I do believe that this will happen to a lot of circumstances, situations. Whereas, okay, so you can't stop things that has already happened. It's done. It, been there, done that. It's done. All right. But how about that preparation? How about that idea, that mindset that says that it might come back. It might come back. And that's what happens so many times in our relationship, in our family life, in our situation. How else we see those storms, face those storms. And now, are you prepared for another storm? Are you prepared for a storm that might just come that be with a perfect storm that have a collateral damage involved in it? So we have to really pay attention to everything and all things. It said test the spirit in everything. It ain't no joke. I don't care what people talk about. Well, there ain't no God, ain't this, ain't that. But that's a true statement. Test the spirit in all things. Because you don't know how the spirit may roll out, I'm telling you. So therefore, and then another thing that came about I really want to talk about. And I did this on my TikTok program even today, right? And I'm really talking to mostly our young ladies, women, children, things like that, right? And if you really understand and notice that there has been almost a 500,000 women and children being abducted, been misplaced, been uh, absent on the face of the earth that we don't know about. We can't find out what's going on. It seems like the government's so intense on doing this and doing that, but are we really setting up surveillances to help capture these people? Are we really setting up like in the parking lots and things like that? You don't see that happening. You should. They're talking about the policemen out there eating donuts. Huh, yeah, how about just sitting around doing nothing? Are they really driving through parking lots? Are they really going through areas like the train station? Are they really going through areas where women can be needing help to get home and all that stuff? Those clubs and things like that. Are we really talking to our young women about surveillances, about being intentional in knowing where you are and what you're about and what you're doing? Are we really talking to our women about how to not to be food friendly with anybody? You know what I mean? And this is what happens so many times. Our beautiful young ladies, they meet someone, oh, they have a nice game, not talk about this and talk about that and everything. And next thing you know, you don't see them anymore. You don't see them anymore. Are we really talking to our girls and our women, our men in the family? Like I said before, one of the suggestions made, you should have at least two or three people on your speed dial, on your phone. Something don't feel right, something don't seem right, call anyway. Call anyway. I don't feel good. I don't feel right. Boom. I got to get up out of here. Uh, Follow me home. Do something. You know what I mean? Have some friends like that. But no, what we doing? Oh, well, you're not my friend. You're not my girl. I ain't no more. I ain't getting nothing from you. This and that and other. Well, we have this too many of these nasty attitudes and negativities and toxic mindsets that we're not helpers of one another. We seem to not to care about what's going on around in our neighborhood. It used to be a time where something would go down, or a woman was being carjacked, hijacked, or whatever it is, boy, guys would be carpooling, right up and down the street, you know what I mean, at a certain intersection, certain parking lots, and different that and other. It'd be a brother here, and a brother over there, in certain car. All these cars are noted and marked. No one would get out. You know what I mean? If a girl had a problem or something, they would blink the horn, blink the car note, the light or something, let the brother, let the woman know that there's a brother over there. Go to the parking lot, let the woman know there's a brother over there. But no, what happened? Well, they tried to complicate. Well, I'm gonna act like I'm a brother this way. But no, see what happened is, see, a real brother won't get out of the car, but let a woman know that I'm here. I'm here. And if she sees something, he sees something going on, then he can do something. But not until something go out of shape, out of space, out of proportion. But see now, the family's not together like it used to be. Family's not together. It used to be a time whereas if a woman was in problem, in trouble or something like that, nobody had to know about her. Even if she was half drunk, it would be two or three guys like, "Hey, I know that girl. She's so and so cousin or something like that, right?" Either to call her a cab or something like that, and you know that cab. Look here, take this girl home, and then you call their home, or either you know what I mean, call a reputable cab. Go Uber is supposed to be good, but now I mean, so much is happening in the demonic spirit. It's not funny. It's not funny. But we have to really step up and be more observant, more vigilant in trying to prevent all these stuff from coming about, all these things from happening to our women. Over a million women has been disappeared lately. Come on, that don't make no sense. Tell you. Wow. So now, mm, so this is why we have to by all means pay more attention to what's going on in this world because the evil one is out. He say kill, steal, and destroy. He no lie. I mean, he is out there, and then we have to really be attentive to what is happening, to what's going on. And girls, please, by all means, just because you meet somebody, just because they talking nice, set up a second meeting. All right. Well, come on, it's only right around the corner. I don't care. You got my number. I got your number. If your number ain't working, I'll call your number. If that number ain't working right, because we used to do that a long time ago. We used to do it a long time ago. But girls were smart then. We asked the girl for a number, and she gives us a number for the police department. Hello, this is Captain so and so and so and so. Like, oops, hang up. So tell the girl, like, why you give me the police department? Well, you know how it is. I don't even hear it. Don't worry about a thing. But then again, we understood. We understood. Women should have a 911 speed dial on their phone, quick, fast, and in a hurry. I've had a problem. I have an issue. I have a situation. I've been followed. You know what I mean? The cops should be cruising by certain areas, train station, bus station, airport. But no, what happened? We're not doing it like we're supposed to, like we should. Families not together like they should. We have all these different things in the family that's really been jeopardizing our position, jeopardizing our life stand. And over a million, come on, a million people have been lost and dispersed. Schools, it should be 3 or 4 police cars driving up and down the school at a certain time, certain area when school is out. That little half an hour, an hour and a half, hour, 20 minutes, however, Come on. No one should be able to go up to somebody's school and pick up anybody's child. If you know that the child is in a certain area, a bus stop or something like that, an area, drive by there. Come on. Drive by. That little $2 or $3 worth of gas that they burn rather than sitting at the parking lot trying to be talking about surveillance. I'm like, hey, we ain't surveilling no drug deal. Come on, get out of here. You know what I mean? But ride by, let people know that you're on the job, you're on duty, you're on duty. So if they holler, they can scream, you be right there with them and own them. But that's another thing that we have really have to pay attention to. And then people, please, ladies, stop paying too much attention to all these the first time people come around that said, oh well, I like your hair, this and that and the other. And then now all of a sudden you have these new people in the malls, in different places, coming up to women in the stores. Can I get your number? Can I get your number? And then the guy said, well, this is a prank, it's a prank. No, no, please, whatever you do, please. I, sometimes I would say like, I wish somebody would come up on me if I were a young lady, uh, one of my granddaughters or anybody like that, right? And you gonna come up and you touch her, you ask for a number, brother, you in trouble. You in trouble. I don't care if you're a prank or not, but you gonna know that you ain't gonna want to do this no more. You ain't gonna want to do this no more. You is not want to do this no more. Every time you go into that mall, every time you go into that street, you gonna think about your life. You gonna think about a blank in your life. I don't care how much they paying you. You ain't gonna even want to do that because when I get through getting into your eyes, when I get through with my hand off of you, oh yeah, well you put your hand on somebody. Hey, I'd rather put my hand on you and spend that $100, $200 fine and let you know that this your life was almost gone. That's how close that we would come to that place. Yeah, I know I believe in Jesus and all that good stuff too, right? And you know what makes it good? God don't play. God has jacked up a few people like that. You know what I mean? Come on. So we got to stop playing these games, trying to come up with trying to these things, trying to get people to do different things like that, craziness, all the toxicity and stuff like that. We have to really get back into doing what we need to do to protect and cover each other, become a family again, become alive again, become safety again. Not only are we leaders, but not only are we leaders, but we are providers and also protectors. How can you protect someone? And another thing too that we talk about too is like if three or four girls or ladies go to a party or go to a club, and there's gonna be plenty of parties coming about this year, plenty of parties. Ah, I made it, I made it, I made it. Okay, good, good. So now, say for instance, you have three young ladies, two young ladies, and then you have another girl lady that she with her man, right? Now y'all know each other, but you're not really that close to each other. Go to the girl with the man. Say, hey, look here, we're here together here, right? We me and this young lady are together. Uh, I see that you have your friend. How could you? How would you let your friend, your male friend, your husband, however it is, become our chaperone for the day? Because so much is happening in life today. People been giving crazy drink, disappearing to other rooms, disappearing outside, stuff like that. And we want to be safe. Let him be our hero for the night. You know what I mean? We can all be together, just in and out. Just keep an eye on us. Let him keep an eye on us so that everybody in the building know that, hey, don't mess with those two girls over there. Don't mess with those three girls over there. All right? But this is how we should do these things. But no, we are too busy being self-centered, too busy being arrogant, too busy being um, high-minded, too busy being toxic, too busy being prideful, too busy trying to get it myself. You know what I mean? But don't you worry about it. If your reward's going to be good, you will get your reward. Trust me on that one. Because the devil will not let you get away from not giving you a reward, however. But you know what I mean? Come on. Let's be for real. So, anyway, this is one reason why we want to come today to talk about these things, discuss these things, to let each other know that we're here for each other. And all these parties and things like that. And, you know, not to escort the young lady so that when she run into a problem, run into a situation, she should be able to get up out of a bad place, a bad situation. Plus the fact she should have a how you call it thing, a friend party, friend that could be with her, a support system. That is, you know what I mean. So you never know what can happen, what go down. Let it be known that she have a support system, and then men, please don't worry about okay. Well, she's after 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Be ready. Don't get in the bed until time for her, and let her know that look here, the club is over with at 1 o'clock. Try to make your way home, please. You know what I mean? And if she have any kind of sensibility, and this is something else too, women stop trying to be hanging out at 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning. Now, how you expect for a man to protect you or to support you, and then you out there getting all wild and going crazy, doing things you ain't no business doing. You know what I mean? So be able to talk with each other. And that's something that brings us to this place today. Like we should have more discussion, more conversation about who we are and what we are about. Too many times we are in a place whereas we don't think about life. We don't think about the goodness and the kindness of life and the value of life. We're too busy thinking about uh, other things. That you know what I mean. So let's come to think about the goodness. Let's come think about the value of what it's all about. Okay. Ah, there you go. Put keep yourself in a area, lighted area where where you not be way out in left field in the boondock that type of thing. Especially if you go to the mall. Go get closer to the store as possible. Run in and run back, right back out. You see somebody trying to pay attention to your car or you, pay attention to it. Pay attention to it. Don't stop to ask no question. Don't stop to answer no question. Don't stop for nothing. And put that phone up like you're making a phone call and do make a phone call. Make a phone call. If your boyfriend or husband at home, let him be awake. Yeah, somebody trying to find a follow. So he can jump in the car and ride over to the parking lot too. But see, no, we don't do that to each other. We have these problems, we have these issues, we have these situations, and next thing you know, we become a statistic. Come on, people, we have too much statistic, too many bad things that's happening to our life today. And this is what happened also with 2025. Other than the prices of food going to the roof, other than people losing their jobs, people scheming and scamming every 5 minutes about this and that and the other line and getting into your bank account, getting into your money. And that seems to be impossible because they are using computers to get into your account nowadays. They can do random numbers, just like they were talking about before. They can go in back door, huh, left side door, window pane, break the window, take a brick out of the side of a wall and open up your bank vault. I'm telling you, computers can talk to each other. They can train computers to speak to each other and get up all your information. If they got your social security number, well, they don't have my social security. Trust me, most people have your social security number. They got your information already, and they selling it on the black web. So therefore, that's why you're supposed to change your password as much as possible. And then, uh, like what I told P, if they come after me, they gonna know about Jesus, because that's about the only thing they're gonna get out of me. But I ain't got no money. But you know what? This is how you have to really have your mindset set in protective mode at all time. Protect yourself at all time. Then when all these things start to happening, order stuff to get mixed up, messed up, and everything, wrong order. Don't just take it for like there ain't no problem, ain't no big thing. It is a big thing. People have deliberately given some wrong information just so that you can respond to that information. And when you respond, they got you. See, I mean, people are laying awake, scheming and scamming and all this stuff. Oh yeah, I've done it. Come on. Wow. Now I'm ashamed. Now, like I said, oh well, I did that. Yes, I did, but it was small. But it didn't matter whether it was small or little. It was a bad thing. It was a con game. But you know what I mean. Now we have to change our life, change our style, change our way of doing things. And this is why we're so glad that Lord Jesus came about to help correct us, to help free us, give us a better chance, give us an opportunity so that we can trust in Him and not our own self. But this is why we're so inundated with all of this garbage that come about. We don't know if He left going or coming sometime. Trouble can be right around the corner and we don't know it. But if you're not paying attention, it will zap you and get you. This is why we pay attention to each and everything that happens that come about. Think about these things. Think about it for real, for real. All right? So keep that in mind, wonderful people. I'm telling you, this is no joke and this is not a game. Uh, this is not a game. So don't let the, like I said, don't let the bells ring in a bad situation. All right, now. So with that in mind, one for we just want to bring it to you. This is one of the third one that we talked about. And too bad, not too many people want to be interested. Not too many people think about these things. Seems to be like, yeah, it's all right, no problem, man. And I'm in good shape. I'm in good shape. I got a gun, but do you know how to use it? And do you know what to do when it comes to time to use it? Will you use it to protect your life without having to go up and beg and cry and brag? No, 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 no. One good thing about the military, you don't stand around there talking about, I got a gun, I'll shoot you, this, that, no, 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 no. Dismiss yourself, you suffer the consequences quick, fast, and in a hurry. You know what I mean? So anyway, guys, we just want to bring this to you because you know, not to dampen your spirit, not to dampen your spirit, not to cause any chaos, confusion, and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? But just to help us, be helpers of one another. Just to let you know that this is the life that we live in, the time zone that we live in. Things are happening and they're happening bad. They're happening worse than you think they are. And then if you look around, you see the prophecies that's coming about, things that are happening so bad and so fast that, excuse me, you never thought about 30, 40, 50 years ago. And that was just right around the corner. That was in the 80s. Come on, people. In the 80s. You didn't have no 100,000 women and children being missed over, missed, and don't know where to find them and this, that. You have a few people here and there, you know what I mean, that get missing. Sometimes it was a boyfriend or a husband, going off the deep end, jealousy and all that kind of stuff. But now people don't even know you. People don't even care about you. And people can rap you, get the gold tooth out of your mouth while you still chewing on a steak dinner. Wow. And next thing you know, nobody knows which way you went. Nobody knows. And here you are today. Here we are today, in the last days of this year, learning from our mistakes, learning from situations that came about. And we don't talk about things that happened to us. We're ashamed and afraid. Don't be ashamed to talk about these things, people. You don't have to give out every little greedy, little intimate detail about what happened, but let it be known that something happened. And you know what? And this one thing, rather, I'm so glad that the Lord give us wisdom. The Lord give us some wisdom and counsel, right? I used to put, I still do it to him. I know a person that did this, and I know a person that did that. I know a person that went through this and that and other. I could be talking about myself, but I know a person that did this and did that. Yeah. And then talk about it. Let it be known that these things have happened. Change the dynamics of the situation of the story. Change it. But it's a true story. It's the truth behind it. Let it be known that these things can come about. These things is happening too often, too often about doing things against the principles and the will of God. All right, now. So, with that in mind, wonderful people, and thank you for being with us again today. Thank you for the blessings of my heart. Wish you a wonderful, happy New Year's. And if you, how you say, keep trusting in the Lord, keep growing strong, keep growing. He who endures to the end shall be saved. But let that endurance be of value. Know the value of life. Know the value of love. Know what love is. Know what love is. Too many times we are inundated with infatuation and all that stuff. Oh, about, oh, I didn't I love her so much. I love him so much. This, that, and the other. Going off the deep end and not even know what love is. Next thing you know, there's a problem, there's an issue, there's a situation, there's a circumstances, and now there's a disaster. We got to start getting a little bit better than that. We got to start getting a lot better than that. Stay close to the word. Put the word in your heart. Put the word in the method of your heart. Strategize in the word. And we have to talk about these things, discuss these things. Don't let uh these things overshadow us and overcome us. We can be in charge of so much, but no, we have to really come back to life, come back to goodness. And then how can a man talking about, well, why are you gonna cheat on me and you know what I mean? Why are you gonna cheat on me and you messed over my life, this, that, come on. What happened? You should have been more attention to doing and protecting your family. Then it wouldn't have been a betrayal issue. It wouldn't have been a betrayal issue. You help that man, you help that woman to get into the arms of another man. By you talking about I work this way, I work this 5 jobs, this, that, and the other, but yet and still you have to sell the house, divide all your assets. You have an issue with a mentality, an issue of love, an issue of trust towards each other. And then you separate from each other after 20 years, 15 years, 10 years of marriage, and this, that, and the other. And all of a sudden now, we can't stand each other. Come on. What happened? Nobody's looking towards that. Be a man. Step up and learn more. How you say we can lead a horse to water? We can't make him drink, but we here to help you to drink the water, drink the goodness from the fountain, and the fountain of life, the fountain of love, the fountain of goodness. That is all right now. Peace, grace, and love to all. Okay. All right, guys. So look here. Take care, be blessed, be blessed. And with that in mind, wish you a happy New Year's and a blessing. And maybe I hope we can come on maybe tomorrow a little bit earlier. But tomorrow night we're gonna let you have your little party, let you have a little sips of whatever, little eggnog and a little brandy, a little champagne. Welcome in the fireworks and this and that, the other, and watch out fireworks, please, guys. You know what I mean? You know what the Lord said. You know what the Lord said. Be nice. Be nice. Don't be, don't be lustful. All right, guys. All right, guys. Take care. Take care. Take care. Blessings and all that good stuff. And thanks again for being with us. Thank you for some support. We appreciate it so much. Thank you for these couple of days. We were, talking about the end times and all this stuff. But there's something that we always learn. Be prepared so you don't have